Ever wonder how IBM, a company that's been around for 100 years, stay on the cutting edge of technology? Their history is full of 100,000 patents and a huge $60 billion in sales. What's their secret? IBM's history over the years shows how things change over time. In order to focus on more profitable areas like AI and cloud computing, they sold their PC division and moved their focus from hardware to software and services. Their finances make it clear. They spend more than $6 billion a year on research and development, which has led to innovations that are utilized all over the world. This kind of foresight has not only given IBM a huge market value, but also a reputation as a place where new ideas come from and progress is made by a diverse workforce. With a patent portfolio worth billions of dollars, IBM's strategy is clear. Be brave, be innovative, and be necessary. As we break down IBM's patent strategy, we'll look at how they continue to set standards for the industry and why business owners and entrepreneurs should care about their intellectual pursuits. Prepare for a look into a creative engine that moves IBM forward. First, we'll take a close look at IBM's large number of patents. It's the story of constant progress and smart protection of advancement in technology. Let's look at the numbers and see what they show. With over 300,000 patent applications, IBM has really stepped up its game. It's not just a number, it's a collection of tech innovations that could change the game. Over 150,000 of these files are multi-country applications, which shows how prevalent IBM is throughout the world. These filings in more than one country are part of the simple family of patents. This shows that IBM's innovations are being utilized all over the world. They have also filed more than 11,000 PCT applications, which are international applications that protect their inventions across the borders. IBM currently has more than 59,000 patents that are being used. This shows that they are still dedicated to coming up with new ideas and keeping their intellectual property safe. Take a close look at the trends. The success rate for filing is very high. In recent years, the issue percentage has often been over 80%. But there's a clear drop in 2020 and 2021, which could be due to changes in strategy or the speed at which the patent office operates. Looking more closely at these patents, we see that 74% are inactive, which is normal because patents have a life cycle. At the same time, 17% are still active and 3.9% are still pending, which shows a healthy pipeline of future opportunities. IBM's main goal is clear when we look at their patents by type. Most of them are invention patents, and almost all of them were filed in the last few years. This shows that IBM wants to be the leader in new technologies, not just making design better. The list of patents owned by IBM shows that the company values new ideas. Patent applications aren't just a way to protect technology, they are also a way to claim the future. IBM is the leader in innovation around the world, with a strong presence in key markets. Here's a quick look at the regions where IBM is filing patents for its technologies. The United States, which is home to IBM, is in first place with an impressive 161,000 patents, showing how much the company has invested in American innovation. Japan is the leader in Asia with about 28,000 patents, and Germany is the leader in Europe with about 24,000, which shows how strong IBM's position is in these tech hubs. IBM has been granted about 16,000 patents by the European Patent Office, which is a center for new ideas. The number of patents is about 14,000 in Great Britain and 14,000 in China, which shows that the company has a big presence in both markets. And up in the north, Canada's markets have about 12,000 IBM patents. The fact that the World Intellectual Property Organization, or WIPO, has 11,000 filings shows that IBM has a global strategy. France and Korea, with about 8,000 and 6,000 patents, round out at the top 10. IBM doesn't just try to get as many patents as possible. They also try to reach people from different cultures and economies to drive innovation around the world, just like the technology. This is how IBM stays ahead of the curve in the global markets as well. The patents that IBM, a leader in the tech world, has are both very large and diverse. Today, we are going to focus on the core technologies that IBM not only supports but also leads. Let's list the most important capabilities. Electric digital data processing is the most important. with roughly 42% of their patents. This includes computers, which are the most important thing in our digital world. IBM's investment in this area is huge and will change the way we work with computers. Next, the company holds roughly about 13% of the patents for digital information transmission. This is where the magic of telecommunications happen, and IBM is making sure that data moves faster than ever. 12% of IBM's patents are for semiconductor devices. This shows how dedicated the company is to the tiny chips that power everything from phones to satellites. We also think there are big issues in administrative and financial ICT, cross-reference technical arts, information storage, and computing arrangements. Each of these areas is an example of IBM's creative work. In addition to a wide range of patents, they also have patents in static stores, such as semiconductor memory, printed circuits, and reading graphical data, all of which are worth more than 3%. It is clear what IBM's plan is. In every major area of technology, from the chips that store our data to algorithms that process it, they are putting up flags. They're not just a player, they are transforming the game with their broad spectrum of patents. IBM's patent strategy is complicated, and today we are going to make a map of its highs and lows. Let's look at what these patterns tell us about IBM's strengths and weaknesses. IBM takes a cautious stance in the area of quantitative growth. Their growth rate isn't very fast, which could mean that they choose to focus on quality and important innovations over sheer volume. But IBM really shines when it comes to quality improvement metric. A high technology impact index means that other people often use IBM's patents as reference. This shows that their work is important and foundational to the tech industry. Even though it makes up a small part of R&D, science-driven R&D is still important instead of a broad shotgun approach to R&D. This shows a careful choice of projects based on scientific discovery. IBM's market-driven R&D is pretty strong, showing that they can quickly turn cutting-edge technology into patented intellectual property. This shows a good strategy that puts market relevance and quick execution first. IBM has a strong tech specialization that shows they really care about a few different areas. This is a smart move to take over specific areas of the tech market instead of putting too much effort into too many areas. Tech diversification, on the other hand, also gets high marks and shows a lot of complex patents that cover more than one technology. IBM has found a way to balance deep specialization with broad innovation, which isn't something that's usually done in the business world. The internationalization score is average, which means that even though IBM works with people around the world, they could make their international co-inventions bigger so that they could use different insights and skills that people around the world have to offer. Lastly, IBM's joint R&D is involved in co-patenting, but not as much as other companies. This means that partnerships can grow, which could help them protect their intellectual property and open up new ways to make things. We can see from this radar map that IBM's patent strategy is meant to build a portfolio of high-impact, diverse, and specialized patents. They have chosen a balance between quality and quantity, between depth and breadth, and there's a room for more international partnerships and joint ventures. IBM's way of coming up with new ideas is both collaborative and groundbreaking. Their co-patenting profile shows how they've worked with others to get hundreds of patents and new technologies. With 692 patents, Infineon Tech AG starts to work on more complex semiconductor processes, which will make chips that power our digital lives more effective. Siemens AG's 658 patents combine AI, engineering, and sustainability to create a digital thread that runs through the lifecycle of product from idea to use. Together with Infineon Technologies North America, over 500 patents have been filed to protect the future of identification and keep important personal data safe. And together with ServiceNow Inc., 360 patents is working on using AI to change IT management by automating tasks to boost productivity and lower risk. IBM's Co-Assignee analysis shows that the company plans to work with tech leaders to combine their strengths and create technologies that are at the cutting edge of smart automation, efficiency, and security. IBM's patent strategy is built around a timeline full of important business deals. Let's learn more about what they do with licenses and what these numbers mean. IBM's out-licensing jumped to 107 patents in 2008, which could mean a change in strategy or the ability to make money off the existing technologies. With 83 out-licenses in 2013, the trend goes up again, showing that the portfolio is always being optimized. In licensing, on the other hand, it's still very rare, with only a few cases reported split between 2014 and 2023. IBM may be able to move its cloud and cybersecurity capabilities by buying patents from CleverSafe and Open Invention Network. The 150 patents that Infineon has could lead to partnership in semiconductor technologies, which are the key part of making new hardware. In terms of out-transfers, IBM's biggest move was to give about 17,000 patents to global foundries. This was in line with their decision to focus on AI and quantum computing instead of making chips. Large deals with Kyndryl and Lenovo that involve thousands of patents support this strategic shift even more. With each deal, IBM makes it clear what it wants to do. Build on its core strengths while selling off its less essential businesses to free up resources for next-generation innovation. This strategic ups and downs of patents show a flexible way to stay on top of technology. Patents that push the limits of technology are a legacy of IBM's commitment to innovation. These three stands out because of how much they're worth on the market and how creative they are. The micro-electromechanical systems, or MEMS, is changed by this patent. This patent stands out because it describes a new way to build MEMS that makes their structure stronger. IBM researchers have found ways to stop chemical reactions that could damage the system during production by putting a fixed plate through a wiring layer and adding an insulation layer. This patent covers 81 families and 4 tech areas. So it could have a huge impact on a wide range of things, from smart devices to precise medical instruments. Next, this patent talks about how multiprocessor systems work efficiently. The new thing here is an instruction that changes the way processor resources are used on the fly, which is very important in the virtualized environment where workloads are hard to predict. This patent, which covers 22 families and 2 tech classifications, lets resources be moved around on the fly, which can improve performance and maybe even lower energy use. It does this by changing polarization or how processing power is distributed. Lastly, this patent shows a safe way for mobile phones to connect to IP-based femtocell network. The manual acquisition process is what makes it new. It has the prioritized connection routine and strict electronic serial number screening to make sure only authorized devices can connect. This patent, which covers 40 families and 7 tech classifications, is very important for improving mobile security and connectivity, which is a big step forward in the field of telecommunications. So each patent shows that IBM is dedicated to making things better through careful planning, smart use of resources, and safe connections. These new ideas highlight IBM's position as a leader in technology. So the story of IBM shows us that innovation is not a single event, but a journey for preparing for change and seizing the future. Entrepreneurs and innovators watching, remember to put R&D first, protect your innovations around the world, and work with a lot of people. If you want to build a strong, forward-thinking business, follow these steps in the same way that IBM has set the standard for 100 years. Let these strategies help you build your own legacy. If this makes you want to move forward with your plan, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe for more ideas that could help you reach your goals. Come join our group of thinkers and doers, and let's make the future better together.